Hey guys, this one is going to be about how to hold your guitar pick. Okay, so holding the guitar pick can be a matter of personal preference, and certainly there are some really well-known guitar players like Eddie Van Halen and Pat Metheny and different guys like that that have a very unorthodox hold of the pick. But what I find and what I have been seeing over the years with a lot of guitar students is that there are some principles that can help you hold the pick in a way that is a little more beneficial for your progress. And if you don't go with those principles, you may get stuck. And again, there are exceptions, and sometimes people kind of get used to an unorthodox way of doing it, and then they develop good technique with it. But for the most part, here's how I do it. Okay, so what I do, I only use these two fingers, thumb and index finger, and I kind of place the pick on the side of the finger. You see, I'm not actually setting the pick here. I'm setting the pick on the side of the index finger, and then I cover it with my thumb, and then I create this kind of thing, this kind of action. Hope you can see that. Now what I want to do, I want to be able to have my arm and my elbow pretty parallel to the guitar body and neck. So I don't want anything weird. I don't want my wrist to kind of go inside like this. I want the pick to be able to create like a 90-degree angle with the body of the guitar. My playing would be anywhere between this 90 degrees, which is just straight towards the body, and sometimes I kind of go, I stick the thumb out, and then I get more of a 45. So the playing is kind of like in between. Now if you hold the pick like that, you can strum, which is usually a little straighter towards the guitar. You can pick chords. You can play a single note line. So you can do a lot of stuff if you have this in the right position. Certain things, I'll place the pinky on the body of the guitar to kind of give me more balance. Other things, I might be in the air a little bit. Let's take a look on some stuff that we might want to avoid. Now, if you hold a pick in a way that forces your, wrist to go inwards like this, that's probably very limiting. This is not what I would consider a great position of the right hand. So you want to have a very relaxed wrist and have the pointy part of the pick towards the guitar. Now I use a pretty pointy pick. I use a Jazz 3, the XL version, which is slightly larger than the regular version. A regular pick would also have a slightly sharper side. It's going to be a little rounder, but you want to have that side usually facing towards the guitar. This is more of a standard size pick, and it's not as sharp as the ones that I usually use, but it's the same principle. I just hold it like this, again on the side of the finger, and you see the tip of the triangle is facing towards the guitar. My arm is relaxed, my wrist is relaxed, and then it just goes kind of parallel to the guitar body. Here are some things you want to avoid. You don't want to use a bunch of fingers to hold the pick. 3 fingers at once, different things like that. I see a lot of people do that at first because they kind of just do what comes naturally, and a lot of times the stuff that comes naturally are kind of the opposite of what we need to do when playing the guitar. So I highly recommend using only the thumb and the index finger, just 2 fingers. Now the pick might want to go back here. I see that a lot with beginners, but you just have to kind of have awareness on that and bring it back. Now while you play, you might want to do micro adjustments. So adjusting here is totally legitimate, and it's totally part of the way that I play. I don't really think about it anymore, but I always kind of bring the pick back to where I want it to be. Now here's another important thing. You want to have a soft grip on the pick. Now you don't want to hold it very, very firmly and very tightly. You don't really need that. It actually hurts the sound and it hurts the control. So you want to you want to be able to have an actual soft grip, so somebody can really kind of take the pick from you. If you do that, you're doing it right. So we have a lot of dynamic just by varying, the hardness of the way that we hit the string, the way that we attack the string. Alright guys, so that was our lesson about how to hold the guitar pick. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time.